Hello, everyone. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak to you today. I am Hilary Franz, Washington State's Commissioner of Public Lands, and I'm honored to spend a few moments with you discussing my recent letter to the Department of Interior. In June 1990, the northern spotted owl was officially listed as threatened under the Endangered Species Act, a landmark decision that reverberated across entire landscapes and reshaped the future of forest management in Washington State and along the West Coast. But now, almost exactly 34 years later, the spotted owl remains at risk, this time by one of its own, the barred owl. As the leader of our state's Department of Natural Resources, I'm committed to the health and survival of the spotted owl. My staff and I manage over 3 million acres of public lands, 2 million acres of forest lands, and we work constantly and compassionately to protect all threatened and endangered species on those lands. My commitment to environmental protection and preservation has been unwavering. However, I have serious concerns about the Department of Interior's current plan to address the spotted owl issue, which is why I recently wrote a letter to Secretary Deb Haaland expressing those concerns and inviting her team and I to meet so that we can discuss the potential repercussions of this plan and hopefully explore other options. I understand the risk that the barred owl poses. The explosive growth of this species across the Pacific Northwest threatens the food supply, habitats, and sustainability of the spotted owl. Having said that, I don't believe that a decades-long plan to kill nearly 500,000 barred owls across 14 million acres of land represents a solution that is absolutely viable, affordable, or achievable. In fact, it raises an enormous amount of questions, which is why I sent the letter. How can the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service guarantee that only barred owls will be targeted? How could we prevent the surviving barred owls from simply recolonizing and repopulating the very areas we're trying to preserve? And with so many species now facing extinction, how can we justify spending nearly $250 million on one species when our funding and resources are limited and so many other species are struggling to survive, like our salmon? To put it simply, I think we can do better, and we have too many questions that need to be answered. I care deeply about the fate and future of the spotted owl. I've spent my entire career working on environmental protection and good management and stewardship of critical species that are threatened. But killing off one species to safeguard another can't be the only solution, especially considering that barred owls are also protected under the Migratory Bird Treaty Act. And especially when, at this scale, the ripple effects could have significant impact on local ecosystems and habitats, not to mention local economies and communities. And that is why I expressed my concerns to Secretary Haaland and raising significant questions that I think need to be answered before a decision is made. And I'm urging her team to consider those options and discuss these issues with my team and other land managers like my agency. As climate change continues to reshape our landscape, the choices and challenges we face are extremely complicated, with consequences we can't even begin to understand. We need to consider those consequences now, not 30 years from now. And so to each of you, I want to thank you for all you do and your tireless efforts. Your advocacy on this issue played a key role in alerting me to the scale of what is being proposed. Your passion and purpose are why I'm raising these concerns and believe these questions need to be answered before a plan is put in place. And so I want to thank you and look forward to working beside you.